everybody, or anyone on this September 18th. It's 12 p.m. Congratulations to Ontario Provincial Police after 5 years of revenge retaliation, medical blacklisting, false arrest, kidnapping, sex assaults, the lies, the time buying, extortions, arrest refusals, medical blacklisting, kidnapping, the cover ups. I am the victim of full physical identity theft from Lennox and Edmonton, Ontario Provincial Police for revenge, sex slavery trafficking, human trafficking, drug trafficking, cops who are guilty of murders and attempted murders. Ex-O.P.P chief, year 2019, he drove a white Jeep Wrangler. Staff sergeants, years 2019-2021. Shannon Cork, Robert Lucas, Dave Weiss, Stacy, a mental health worker, was Napanee Daily Tea Company, now Kingston Amhs. Shannon Cork, Shelley Hafner or Huffner, Spencer Mills 14716, Robert Kane 7224. Ones that are guilty of criminal negligence and involved in co-committing and covering up O.P.P crimes with criminal negligence and intent, medical blacklister, file falsifier, guilty of attempted murder with intent to commit. One Dr. Tatiana V. or Margie V., aka Tatiana V., name and file falsifier, medical blacklister, the one that assured all crimes against me. She is guilty of attempted murder with intent. There is Dr. Joy Hadley, Dr. Barton, Dr. Pritchard, Dr. Waldron, Dr. McGregor. They are all criminally negligently involved. Medical discrimination, treatment refusals. They have taken my medical rights. They are guilty of having me falsely arrested to prevent anything legal on them or anyone else. Ex-CEO is also involved, Cubby Duck, and so is Patient Relations Brown. Had me falsely arrested to prevent anything legal on cops or to prevent anything legal on doctors for the crimes that they are committing or were committing and guilty of. The Justice of the Peace, obstructions, accusations, threats, intimidations. Accomplices, sex slave traffickers, drug traffickers, financial thefts and frauds, identity thefts and frauds, and murders within 4 O.P.P for meth, for crack, for speed, for immunity and drop charges. One Dale Hartwick, one Tony Hearns, one Ray LeBlanc, one Robert Berry, one Bert Hustler, one Tyler Teabag Lake, one Jason Gimpy Two-Step in Allstein, one Bill Waldridge is an alias name. He has many. He goes by Bill Waldridge, Bill Cooldridge, Robert Cross, James Bubbles. Thinks that he is Harry Potter, believes that he is me, thinks that we were switched at birth. He is approximately 70 years old, and he is also guilty of stalking and murdering my mother. Then there is the leader of the Hardy Boys, one Blair Gerbiler Hardy, guilty of financial thefts and frauds, identity thefts and frauds, welfare pension frauds, insurance frauds, drug trafficking, forgeries, and murders within 4 O.P.P. He used to drive a Mercedes in Napanee. Full physical identity theft, full skull deforming, torturing, injuring, while having me medically blacklisted, the lies, the time buying, the cover ups. This is finally fucking done to me. I am the victim of full physical identity theft through Lennox and Edmonton, Ontario Provincial Police, and their crack-fed crackhead reject to society, a stroke victim who is guilty of selling laced fentanyl in Kingston to commit murders with and for O.P.P and Kingston Police at the hub in Kingston, Ontario. Jason Gimpy Two-Step Van Alstyne. He is an inbred, crack-fed, crackhead, lowlife Robert Kane piece of shit. I want him arrested. I want him found. O.P.P deliver these bastards drug on a daily basis. They are the drug traffickers with and for Robert Kane. They had my mother murdered. They had my dogs tortured and killed. They are in the process of having me murdered. My identity theft is finished. I have no feeling in whatsoever on the right side of my head or my face. When people go missing or murdered, it is Ontario Provincial Police. Around Lennox and Addington, it is the Hardy Boys. Once again, Bill Waldridge, who used to stalk children for the ex-O.P.P chief at Tim Hortons for sex slavery trafficking. He frequents the Loaf and Ale, Coffee Cravings, 34 Water Street in Napanee, Ontario, and Tim Hortons, or No Frills. He lives at 149 Center Street North, approximately 70 years old, bald and glasses. So congratulations, O.P.P, Hartwicks, Hearns, Lake, Van Alstyne, LeBlow, Hustler, Barry, who happens to be a truck driver, a sex slave trafficker, and possible serial killer. I would highly have this dude checked out to make sure that he is not murdering people when he is out on the road or getting sex slaves. He is bald, has a crowbar mustache. Him and his boyfriend Robert has AIDS, HIV, and AIDS, and they are going around committing sex assaults while spreading their disease to people as well, committing murders that way. So the lies, the time buying, the cover ups, being brain injured, being skull split. This is how O.P.P traffic, frame, and murder, falsely arresting their victims just to get pictures, prints, signatures, and everything else they need. Also, in an attempt to try to criminalize them, also in an attempt to try to get away with the crimes through the criminalization that they are guilty of on their victims, putting it back on their victims because they have that fucking badge and all they have to do is say, no, it wasn't me, I'm a cop. Boom. And they get away with every single fucking crime. $22,000 to have these pieces of shit arrested, extortion, and this is why it cannot and will not be done. I do not have that kind of money to pay that extortion. They are guilty of possible money laundering through the Morningstar mission as well with Blair Hardy, with Bill Waldridge, with Tyler Lake. They are collecting a lot of money off the homeless to exploitation as well. And this is why it all began. This is where the sex slavery trafficking is happening. They caused me to go homeless for a full fucking year through the hospital because they did not want me allegedly to go there in case I needed medical help, because they needed to buy time to cover up the fucking crimes that they are guilty of. One Spencer Mills also has my original CAT scans given to him illegally. He is in possession of my medical CAT scans from 2019, the original ones, and I was given fake ones from one Dr. Margie V, aka Tatiana V, Stacy's girlfriend, once again, the name and file falsifier, and the one that assured this. And then the rest jumped on board to medically blacklist me because of the fucking lies against me that nobody has to prove, lies about being suicidal self-harmer, lies of long criminal record and history, lies about a lot of things that are not true, and nobody has to prove a fucking thing. You're guilty of murdering the Wood bloodline by doing this to me, O.P.P, Spencer Mills, and the rest of you fuckers, using an inbred piece of shit who is younger than me because he is an obsessed homosexual who sucks your dick. And that is 100% fucking truth. 5 fucking years, so congratulations. My identity theft is finished. My full skull deforming, my injuring, my torturing. This is how you are framing, this is how you are murdering, and this is how you are getting away with it. The lies, the time buying, the cover ups, the sitting on your asses, the extortions, and everything else. Using fucking junkies for revenge retaliation because you are child fucking drug trafficking low life pieces of shit. And I hate to talk this way about cops, but you have proven to be exactly what I said you are. Along with being fucking terrorists who are above the law, you are guilty of slavery, you are guilty of tortures, you are guilty of stalking. I've not had any freedom of movement. I get illegal 24/7 surveillance put on me. The Minority Report is very 100% true, and it is being done through the fucking cops. And that is a fact, and it can be proven. The reason I was medically blacklisted and falsely charged was to prevent me help, to prevent me proof of what I've been saying for the past 5 years about what has taken place with me, while proving my deforming, while proving my identity changes, and not being able to do anything about it because it's O.P.P revenge in Napanee, Ontario, Canada. Once again, Spencer Mills, you are guilty of attempted murder with intent to commit. You are guilty of murder by having my mother murdered, stalked, and killed through one Bill Wooldridge. Robert Kane, you are guilty of attempted murder and murder. Shannon Cork, you're guilty of murder and attempted murder. You're Robert Lucas, Robert Kane, Dave Weiss is all guilty of murders and attempted murders. They are very seriously dangerous, corrupt cops, and they are using these low-life fucking junkies to aid them in their crimes. Why they are so successful in getting away with it, this has nothing to do with hate. This has nothing to do with conspiracy. It has nothing to do with anything but crime that's been taking place through the fucking police and through criminal negligent doctors right in Napanee, Ontario. Poor, homeless, elderly, disabled. If you have an emergency, I would seriously go to a different fucking hospital because they are nothing more than cover up doctors for O.P.P. And I have proven it 100%. Completely aid fucking junky low life pieces of shit in changing others' identities completely and fully for their fucking benefit to frame them and traffic them and kill them. All because I spoke up of their human trafficking to try to save lives. Dale Hartwick, he is aiding Ontario provincial police in committing murders to get away with stabbing charges. Jason Gimpy, two-step Van Alstyne. Once again, I'm naming all of these because they need to be they need to be found and criminally arrested and charged. If I had the $22,000, I would be making that phone call to be telling Spencer Mills to come pick up his money so he can make that fucking arrest, and then somebody needs to turn around and do it to him. Surrounding me, hands on guns, to prevent anything illegal on them or anyone else. Having me falsely arrested twice. Doing everything to try to uh, discredit me in every way, shape, or form. Jason Van Alstyne, you are done, you low-life fucking piece of shit. You think you are the law because you work with and for and suck O.P.P dick. Look what the fuck you did to me, completely, totally changing my identity to look like a reject, crackhead, fucking lowlife. And while murdering and ending a bloodline by doing this for fucking junkies so I could be trafficked and framed by these fucking homosexual low-life pieces of shit. When people are going missing, it is through the police, it is through the hospital, who are criminally negligently involved in helping O.P.P commit their murders and covering them up with these fucking junkies. If you are poor, homeless, elderly, disabled, I would seriously watch your life, especially if you've had any dealings with O.P.P and Napanee. I guarantee I am not the only one they've done this to. You try to do the right thing and speak up and try to save lives, and you will be injured, tortured, your animals will be killed, your parents will be killed, and they will get away with it. They will be labeled as false others. Shit, their murders will be labeled as others to get away with it, to aid the fucking cops to get away with them because of that badge once again. And to the doctors who are above the law in Napanee, if Hawkesbury doctor worked here, he'd definitely be still going and not in prison. And that is a fucking fact. Beware, people. My rights have been taken, medical, legal, human rights, completely and totally fucking deformed and changed to look like a piece of shit crackhead who is younger than me. This is what O.P.P is about. He is not, he is only a welfare case. He is a crackhead. He is an inbred lowlife stroke victim, and he is fully committed identity theft on me. Okay. And he done it by himself. I don't fucking think so. Time has been bought. You done this, O.P.P. You are 100% responsible, Spencer Mills and Robert Kane and the rest, for ending an entire bloodline by doing this to me for your little fucktoy Jason Van Alstyne, Tyler T. Baglake, who was your rat informant, Dale Hartwick, Tony Hearns, Blair Hardy, and Bill fucking Wooldridge, and Bert the Hitman Hustler, Mr. NHL hockey player. So congratulations, public beware. This needs to be taken serious. I am numb, completely and totally numb. The right side of my head is fucked. If I could have went to a hospital or a doctor, it would have been proven. But 5 fucking years, 24/7. This is what happens in Napanee when you speak up and try to save lives. Cops do not like that, and they will do everything to murder you and get away with it.